Okay, so I've been saying for a while that I would make a video to show you guys some of the UV products I've been making. And keep in mind, I consider myself a beginner. I still have so much to learn. I'm always making mistakes and wasting materials. I'll show you a lot of the things I've done wrong, but I have had some successes. I wanted a UV printer because obviously I love to draw, and I've always loved seeing physical products made from the things that I draw. So, all right, let's get started. Well, let's start with what a UV printer is. It can print on so many different things. This is MDF, but it can print on wood, ceramic, glass, pretty much anything that is not a fabric. That's a different printer. But it cures, it's got UV lights inside of it. So while it's printing, it's curing the ink at the same time. That's its process, and the colors are really vibrant. That's basically what UV printing is. It uses special inks. They are pricey. It uses special inks, plus it has a white and a color so that you can lay down a layer of white to really make your colors pop. And how it works with a laser, why it's like a great marriage with a laser, is that you can cut your own shapes or products that you're going to be using. Let's see, you can cut your own acrylic. We've been making these little magnets. You can cut your own acrylic and really just provide your own blanks, or you can just order them. We ordered a ton of these ceramic ornaments last year. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, these are some of my successes. This is MDF, and what I did was cut out the shape. I made the background, cut this out on my Glowforge, just a piece of MDF, printed on it, cut out the butterfly shape, and then some layers underneath to make it pop out. Same thing with this floral one. I just cut all my pieces. And I drew this myself, but you don't have to be an artist, obviously. You can, there's so many graphics you can purchase on Etsy or wherever. There's tons of graphics out there. Let's see if I can grab this. Whoa. I almost just tipped my entire table over. Let me just grab this other one. This one I'm not finished with. So this was a little larger. I still just use a Glowforge for this. I do have a Thunder so I can cut really large pieces. But my printer bed is not super big. I think it's like 12 by 16 or something like that. So this one I want to fix a little bit, but all right, so these were my successes. I was happy with these, but let's see. Also this chicken sign I just made last night, and I'm pretty happy with it. My colors are a little off. I might go and fix that. This little dog, this little Dalmatian. I have two Dalmatians, so of course I had to make a Dalmatian sign. But I messed this up because I didn't leave space at the bottom for my frame, but I'm gonna fix it just to show you. So I had cut the Dalmatian shape out so that it pops up from my background. All right. So what I really love making are these little acrylic magnets. I have learned using the white plate on the bottom of acrylic allows your color to not be transparent, but there is a certain setting that you choose on the printer so that it fills in the white. Well, I've made plenty of mistakes where I forgot to choose that setting, and so I have some missing spots, but that's just That's just me not knowing what I'm doing most of the time, but I am figuring it out. These ones all worked out great. We are going to be selling these as I get them made and listed. Let's see, what else? So I started printing these bookmarks. These are metal. I did use acrylic, but they were cracking and they were really thin and I just didn't like the way they looked. So I've been testing out using metal bookmarks, and some of them are great, but I would really pick away at the ink to make sure it didn't flake off or peel off when scratched. And some of these did. So there is a product that you can use that's like an adhesion, an ink adhesion. It's called Red Hot. It's kind of expensive, but it does work well. So I might keep working on those. I don't know. I just made all of these and none of them are any good because when I did the white clear coat, I don't know if you can see, kind of left these lines. So as I said, I'm still learning, making plenty of mistakes, wasting a lot of materials. One thing I really love is acrylic blocks. This one was one of the first ones I did. And again, I didn't choose the right thing, so it didn't fill in all of the white. I know better now, but with my hand there, you can't see how, without it, I don't know, maybe you can see through. There's a lot of little spots, so this is garbage, but just to show you, we did these for Christmas for my nephew's wedding, gave them as gifts. It does photos really nicely. More metal bookmarks. I tried printing on glass last week, just this little perfume bottle. It definitely works, but I made some mistakes. But I just wanted to test glass because I hadn't tested it before. What else? We tried a lot of ceramic ornaments for Christmas last year. I think I'm going to be much better prepared for Christmas this year. We'll be doing more ornaments. I took some of my laser files and colored them in and printed them to see how they looked as blanks. Let's see, tons of these ceramic ornaments we did. Oh, you can also do like acrylic ornaments. But again, don't mind all of my mistakes. This whole container is full of things I learned and mistakes I made. Just trying to find like how really crisp the images are. I think I have some photo ones in here. I don't know what I did with those. Maybe it's not in here. All right. I think I forgot to bring them up. It's okay, but it does do a really beautiful job with photos. All right. So let's talk about, again, I'm obviously still learning, but behind your graphic, this was a ping, so it was, you know, obviously the background should have been transparent, and I wanted to place the white layer underneath my graphics so that it really made the colors pop. But I chose the wrong setting and it made the entire graphic with the background white. So we're just gonna plane this off and I'll be able to do it again, but that's another thing I've made. Let's see. I've made so many of these acrylic magnets, lots of mistakes. I know I keep saying that, but I just want to let you know that if you are thinking about getting a UV printer and maybe taking advantage of holiday sales, you would want to order it quite early so you have lots of time to learn it. Or maybe it's just me and I'm prone to making mistakes, but a lot of these are all garbage for various reasons. But it's a lot of fun, and I do have a lot of success with things. I'm really looking forward to kind of pursuing this part of our business. I made this chicken magnet file. Some of you might already know I made this with papers and fabric. So we wanted to find a way to make the same chicken magnets with patterns that I can just print out. So this is something I'm working on, finding the right patterns that I like, adding different layers and what else? And this was a mistake also, but once I perfect this, I think it would be really beautiful for, you know, a nursery sign or something. So I love having a UV printer. The pros obviously are being able to create tons of different products to sell. If you have already a business with customers, it's definitely something you should consider. It gives you a whole new avenue for products. But although there's a lot of pros to it, you can make a lot of products. It's very quick to make them. It just prints out and you're done. There's no painting. There's, you know, nothing that's involved in making things with a laser. But the cons are they're very expensive machines right now. Hopefully they'll start bringing the prices down as more laser people are getting into UV printing. There is a lot of maintenance to a UV printer. You have to constantly be keeping it clean. You really should use it very often. It's not something you want to use once a week or so. The one that I purchased, which is a Mamaki 3042, it has like a kind of self-cleaning, so I don't have to use it every day, but some of the other ones you have to use every single day so that your ink doesn't get blocked up. There is a ton of computer work to having a UV printer. That's what's taking up so much of my time right now. Getting my colors right, that's a process. Sometimes I'm super disappointed with how they turn out, but sometimes that's my fault. This, I didn't put down a white layer first, so the MDF just absorbed the ink and I didn't get the results I wanted, but I did when I ran it properly. Testing, obviously there's a lot of waste of materials. That's probably just a me thing, but overall I love having it. Oh, I think I just found the photo one I wanted to show you. This is obviously too big, but just our dogs. It does do beautiful, you know, sharp images with photos. So I think that's about it. I just kind of wanted to touch on what I've been doing and what's taking all my time right now. So feel free to ask any questions. I'm happy to answer them as much as I can. I am still very new at this. So I hope this was helpful, and feel free to ask me questions.